2025 question 4. We have 12 students in an art and a business studies class, we can see here. And the students' marks are given below. Complete the stem and leaf. Right, so it's not ordered, so we're going to try and do it in some sort of order. 34 and 37 look like they're the only 30s. So I'm going to shut them off to the side here. 34, 37. Then I'm going to go into the 40s. I have a 46 and two 47s. A 46, two 47s. I'm seeing I have a 49 as well. Then into the 50s, I have a 50, a 52, and a 54. 50, 52, 54. Then into the, I've also got a 51. So you can see why we're doing them unordered, or just sorting them before we put them onto the diagram, because you will make a mistake. And we do have the top two, 62 and 71. So the 30s, we have a 4 and a 7. 4 and a 7. The 40s, we have a 6, a 7, a 7, and a 9. A 6, a 7, a 7, and a 9. The 50s, we have a 0, a 1, a 2, a 4. A 0, a 1, a 2, a 4. We have 1 in the 60s, and we have 1 in the 70s. If we do something similar for business, it looks like 52 might be the lowest. 52, 53, 54, 52, 53, 54. I know the temptation is to throw them onto the diagram, but take your time. Then we have a 59 and a 59 into the 60s. Well, the rest of them are all in the 60s, so they're much closer together, these ones. We have 64, is that the lowest? 64, 65. Then we have 66 on its own, and two 67s. And that leaves us with a 68 and a 69. So it's just about taking your time with these. Sometimes maths, it's about taking your time. So 52, 53, 54, 2, 3, 4. Then we have 9, 9. Then we have 64, 65, 66. 67, 67. And 68 and 69. So that's completing the back-to-back stem and leaf. The keys were given to, sometimes you have to fill them in. And what are the questions that follow? Based on the shape, write down a sentence to compare the students' results in art and business. You should refer to how well the students do on average and to how spread out the marks are. So we're looking for the mean and we're looking for the range. Well, the range is easy, top minus bottom. So we have 71 minus 34 for art, which is 37. And in business, 69 minus 52 is only 17 for the range, so they're much closer together. So let's add them all up. Take your time in the calculator. We're going to add these 12 numbers together and we're going to divide by 12 to get the average. So for art, I'm getting 600 over 12 for art. And 600 divided by 12 is 50. So 50% on average. And then for business I'm getting 743. We divide that by 12. Get a higher average, 61.92. So we round that to 62%. So the sentence you could give would be higher average for business, smaller range, lower average and smaller range for art. Then when we go to part C of the question, it asks for the range for business, so we've already done that. The range was 17. Michael's one of 12 students. He sits the business test again and gets a higher mark for the first time. When the teacher uses his new mark and works out the range does not change. Explain how this could happen. Well, Michael, he's one of the 12 students and he sits business. So, well, if the range doesn't change, he obviously didn't get 52 or he didn't get 69. So the range stays the same. So he must have got one of the other grades for the range not to change. Fairly straightforward. And a 13th student, a Johnny, was absent for the two tests. He sits the test the following day And when his mark is included, the mean in art increases from 50 to 51. Okay, so if we know what we're doing here, art, we have a number, we don't know what it is. We had 600 by 12, which was the 50. Now we're saying we don't know what the 600 is. We're saying x divided by 12 is 51. So 12 by 51 is 612 is equal to x. Just see my mistake, it's going to be 13, so not 612. It will be 663. So he must have got 63%, take away the 600, and he got 63% in art. So a bit of a challenge to the stem and leaf question.